playing was horrendous, absolutely horrendous. That's because it's so difficult. Based on my experience, it's extremely difficult to solve Rubik's Cube and play a violin at the same time, and play the violin well, as well as try to solve Rubik's Cube with your feet without failing 50 million times. So, all in all, don't try this at home. It's not fun, but I did it. It was terrible. At first I tried to do the white cross and I saw a 2x2 by 1 block on yellow, so I ended up doing X cross on yellow after I was on like the last move of the white cross. But all in all, I did it. It's not terrible. If you watch this entire video, you should like unsubscribe and dislike this video because my violin playing was entirely horrendous. Anyway, I'm just joking. Don't unsubscribe and don't dislike this video. But still, I technically played a violin while I was solving the Rubik's Cube with my feet, but I did not do either of those so well. It took me like 7 minutes or something to solve it. Something like that. 6 something when it usually takes me around 2 something minutes to solve 3x3 with my feet and I don't even practice it. Anyway, that's it for the video today, guys. See you guys next time.
It's 12:30. I don't remember if I vlogged yet today or not, but I'm going to my orchestra concert for FSYO. I just I was doing an oh yeah, I cubed a little bit this morning, and I also did some statistics and practice violin and stuff. But I just now, right before we left, I solved a 3x3 with my feet while I was playing violin, and it sounded so horrendous. So yeah, it's terrible. I'm still gonna upload to YouTube, so check that out on SMH Cuber, but that was terrible. So yeah, when I did solve the my 3x3 with my feet while playing violin, it took like 6 minutes to do it, and it was terrible solve. And my playing on the violin was so bad. It was so bad. So the concert went well, and now we're going to Fridays, so yeah. The sun. It's cool. Yeah. It's cool right there when it's not through the fence. It looks really bright and reddish, orangey. No, you can't see it because it's blocked by the building. Hello, so today is May 8th, 2017, and I was thinking about in 5x5, my centers aren't really so bad as long as I'm warmed up. They're usually around 25 seconds or something like that, but my edges is what makes me bad, because my edges take around, see, like 45, 50 seconds or something. So yeah, that's the reason why I average around 1 minute 30. But I was thinking that the main difference between being able to be much faster than I am is improvement on edges. I mean, improvement on centers. Most people that are low 1 minute or whatever like that, they'll have like centers sub 20, you know. That's not the main issue. Like, it's edges. Being able to like do an edge and see exactly what your next edge is without hesitations and stuff like that. That's what sets you apart. I have to like admit my edges are much better than they used to be, and I'm always improving and stuff like that. But it's just funny like that. But I would also say, even though I don't know all the algorithms for full, like for the last 2 edges, which is funny is when I first was relearning how to do 5x5 when I got back into cubing, I learned all the algorithms because I thought you had to know them. Then I forgot them because I'm like, oh, you don't need to know them, which I'm upset because I actually knew all of them, and they would have been much better now. But that's not the main issue, because with all the last 2 cases, you can always do a maximum of 2 slice flip slice, and then the most you'll have is 2 slice flip slices in a parity, which that's unlikely. Most whoa, couldn't even see, so bright I can't even see my phone. Yeah, the maximum of 2 slice flip slices and a parity. That's a pretty rare case though. Usually it doesn't occur. Most of the time you'll have either 1 slice and that's it, 2 slices, or 1 slice and a parity. I mean slice, flip, slice. When I say that, that's what I mean. So that's what normally occurs. It's so funny. It's so bright out here. It looked like my phone died or something, like it turned off. So there's that. Cause if really, I could be a lot faster if I improve my edges. But it just solves over time, you know. I seem to like 5x5 a lot more than 4x4. I don't know why that is. I just seem to. So yeah, and it's funny is that my 4x4 PB is around 38 something. 5x5 is 116 something. Exactly twice. Because 38 times 2 is 116. It wasn't always like that. I mean, I remember back in June, my 4x4 PB was like 103. 5x5 was 157. Which, it's funny how the 5x5 is almost down to what the 4x4 was. So yeah. And also, what's funny is that when I get into bigger cubes like 6 and 7, my main issue is not edges, but it's centers. And I wouldn't say I'm terrible at centers, but I would say I'm not as good at centers as I am on 5x5 centers. There's a lot of bugs. Anyway, so yeah, because on 6x6, my centers can take up to a minute and a half, which is quite a while. Sometimes they can be down to like as fast as I've had, it's like 1 minute 10. And 7x7, it can take up to 3 minutes just for centers. So I'd say on those cubes, I can improve drastically just by getting a ton better at centers. But the reason I'm not so good at them is I don't really practice them that much, because they aren't really my favorite events. I like them quite a bit, but once I start practicing them, it's kind of defeating to get a lot of solves that aren't so good. You know, when you're practicing, it takes so long. Like on 3x3, you can get a lot of solves that aren't so good. You can keep practicing. Their solves aren't that long. But on 6x6 and 7x7, if you make like a mistake or something, it's annoying how much it can mess it up. Like on 2 solves the other day, I somehow messed up centers while I was doing edges. I don't know how, but I did. I can barely even see. It's so bright out. There's a few things I forgot to talk about. I did get my yearbook during lunch earlier, so yeah. And also, I just did an average of 50 while waiting to do my chemistry DBA. And look, it's 9.99. Isn't that funny? This is my second sub 10 average of 50, but I rarely do averages of 50, so yeah. Let's see, maybe I can continue it to average of 100, and maybe I'll get that. My PB average of 100 is 1277, because I always will stop in the middle of a session, because I never like sit down and cube for like 100 solves in a row. I might like leave and then I use CS Timer on my phone, or I might switch events and then start a new session. So yeah, that's my issue. Maybe I'll start continuing this and see if I get average of 100. That's good. So yeah. Yes! First sub 10 average of 100 and this PB average of 50, insane. And my first sub 9 average of 12. It's crazy. Really happy about all of this. So yeah. Well, those 4 sub 9s in a row, it's insane. Crazy. I'm really happy about this. Oh, there's one thing I wanted to see. Oh, okay, so 2 7s, 28s, 49s, 29 10s, 9 11s, and 1 12. Pretty consistent, usually less consistent than that, but I'm still pretty happy about this. This doesn't mean I average sub 10, it's just getting really close to it. Closer and closer to it. Oh, we're at We left Chick-fil-A. So yeah. Back there. So I got a 41.28 average of 5 on 4x4 with 3 out of 10 parodies, and I also had a sub 40 in there, a 39.86 or something like that. That was no parodies. I also had a 40-second solve that was no parody. So yeah. So it's like 7:19. I'm at school. I have my AP Calculus exam soon, and this morning I got a tip of a Q-tip stuck in my ear and it won't come out. So after my AP Calculus exam, I have to go to like the doctor or something, try to get it out. My mom tried to get it out with tweezers because she could see it, but it wouldn't come out. So I just had to leave because else I wouldn't be able to do my AP exam, which is really important. And it's not like I'm in any serious pain or anything, just really uncomfortable. So hopefully that can get out after. Hopefully I do good at my exam. I should. I got a 5 on my mock exam, and it was by a large margin, and I didn't do so good on one of the sections. So even if I don't do so as good as I did on mock exam on all the sections, I should be fine, hopefully. And I've been practicing and studying some more since then, so yeah. Okay, so I'm back from my exam. It's 2 o'clock. I did go to the doctor's office, and they found that my thing wasn't even in there. The Q-tip must have fallen out in the car or in my exam or something. But it's gone, so good. That's a good thing, so yeah, that's good. Anyway, back at the karate school, I have like some statistics to do for my exam on Thursday. I did pretty good on my exam. I did really well on the multiple choice questions. I'm pretty sure I got at least 52 out of 54 of them. And on FRQ, I ran out of time on a lot of stuff because I kept making mistakes and having to fix stuff. So I made a few mistakes in those, but I'm pretty sure I got well over a 5 because even if I missed like some of the FRQ points, that's at least 70 points. So I feel like I did pretty good overall. And I'm pretty sure I got a 5. Because I did way better on the multiple choice section than on my mock exam, but I didn't do as good on the FRQs, but way better on multiple choice weighs out not as good on the FRQ, you know what I mean? I made a few mistakes. Anyway, I'm not disclosing any information about the AP exam, I'm just saying that I made mistakes and what I feel I did good on. I didn't say anything about the AP exams, but anyway, so yeah. I did 3x3. Oh, on the way to the doctor's office, I did 3x3 and I got a 799 average of 5. Really happy about that. PP by 0.01, but first sub 8. So yeah, and then I was doing 4x4 on the way here, and I got a pop, which is upsetting, but did get a 44 that was double parity. And last year was like 10 seconds or something because of stupid double parity. So yeah. I'm gonna do my statistics exam now, but I got a nice average of 5 on OH. I think it's my second best. I have a low 16 IPB, but this is pretty nice. So yeah. So we're at Broadway. How are you feeling? Are you ready? I have another AP exam tomorrow. AP Macroeconomics. Did you pass that exam? 9 a.m. I have my AP Macroeconomics test today at 12 o'clock noon. So yeah, and right now I'm gonna do my fantasy picks. I forgot to do them, and then I'm gonna do a mock exam for AP Macro. So yeah. Just started talking to my dad about Max, and now he was wagging his tail. Hi Max. Ah, so far away. We're at my school now. Are you ready to drop me off? Am I ready for my macro exam? I went through the FRQs and everything I thought like was what I would write down mostly was right. There was a few things that I wouldn't have gotten, but and yeah, I got a 70% on the multiple choice. There was a lot of things that I did that were like really like minor things that we went over in class. There's a lot of questions on that, at least in this practice exam for macro. I did the macro, not the micro, just to be sure. Anyway, yeah, just so you know. Anyway, so yeah, exam. It's 11:37, so should be. It's at noon. So we're pulling back into the car school. It's 3:49. I did my AP exam, and I feel like I did pretty good. At least a high 4 based on the score calculator online for AP Macroeconomics. I did pretty okay on the multiple choice. I think I got at least about a 70% at minimum, probably higher though. You know, and the FRQs, I feel like I did very good. I know how to do everything, but I could have made a few things that weren't like specifically what you should have said. Anyway, overall, I thought I did pretty good. And my last AP exam's tomorrow, so that's pretty cool. Thanks. Good. He makes his teeth out. Max. See how he does that? So we got donuts. No, I mean, not donuts, Domino's. Oh yeah, I did eat this morning my leftovers from Broadway, so yeah.